Have you ever wondered what your subconscious is trying to tell you? What if all the answers you seek for are already within you, waiting to be uncovered?
What is it in your unconscious that makes you wrong?
Over a century ago, Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of all times, developed a method that could reveal the hidden truths of the mind through 16 simple words. In this video, I will guide you through the 16 associations method, one of the most powerful techniques by Jung. Together, we will explore how this method helps to get any answer from your subconscious and perhaps even reveal the truths you didn't know about yourself. So you can practice this on any piece of paper or using a whiteboard like I do. So first, you start by creating a table. So you want to have 5 columns, and for the first column you have 16 rows, which goes for first 16 words. Then you kinda start to unite them. You unite first and second into one, third and fourth into one, and so on. Then you do the same for all the other rows, and you end up having a single column, which is gonna be an answer for your question. First, you want to clarify your request. Think of an exact question that you have and that you want to solve. It can be the question like, what do I do in this relationship? How do I do something? How do I achieve something? So I will have a request of confidence. How do I become more confident? So you want to write the main word on top of the table. Before we start, I'll guide you through 2 main rules. So first one is you write the first thing that comes to your head. In all the columns, in all the rows, we are going to fill them, and you want to fill each one with the first word that came to your mind. Doesn't really matter how irrational it is, how much it can relate to your request, because this is the basics of working with your subconscious. It's like the first thing that pops up. And the second rule is not a single word should repeat in our table. So if you keep going for your associations and a word pops up, but it's already in the table, you can simply write it somewhere near the table, but don't write it to the table, think of another one. It's not a lot of thinking, actually, you just want to listen to yourself. So let's start and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so every time I look at the word confidence and I think what kind of association pops up. So confidence, girls. Confidence, crown. Masterpiece. Confidence, me. Confidence, queen. Confidence, self-improvement. Confidence, cat. Confidence, black. Blue. Confidence, sun. Confidence, radiate, energy. Confidence, breakfast. Confidence, popcorn. Confidence, boyfriend. Confidence, art. Fuck you. So as you can see, a lot of words are just random, some of them make sense, but popcorn has nothing to do with confidence, I suppose. But anyways, we trust the process and write everything down. So now you just forget about the word that you have here, and you start to make associations for the previous words that you've written in the first column. So I just look at these 2 words and I create association. Then I go for the next 2, and so on. Girls and crown. Kingdom. Masterpiece and me. Writing. Queen and self-improvement. Dance. Cat and black. Yoga. It doesn't have to make sense, I promise you. Blue and sun. Sky. Okay, this one makes logic. Radiate and energy. Stagnant. Breakfast and popcorn. No. It can be just no. Boyfriend and art. Relationship. So you want just to keep going. Kingdom and writing. Castle. Dance and yoga. movement. Sky and stagnant. Torch. Wait, is there such a word like torch? Okay, whatever. No and relationship. Yes. Relationship is yes. We keep associating. Castle and movement. Sport. Torch and yes, light. So in your fourth column, you have two words, and the association you make for them is basically your answer. So let me see. Sport and light. Authenticity. So the last word is actually our answer, and for me, it's authenticity. So when you got the final answer, I don't want you to rush. Slow down, take deep breaths, simply feel into the word. How does it make you feel? What kind of emotion does it evoke in you? Maybe it has some symbolic meaning to you, so really reflect on your answer. Don't rush to blame it for being irrational or anything. Analyze how does it answer your question. It all was improvised. I really have written down everything that came to my mind first. So this is my answer. And sometimes answer can be surprising. In other cases, it might be clear, like here, it's pretty clear that authenticity is my key to confidence because basically, when I'm just being all of myself, embracing all the parts of me, and just doing what I love to do, maybe not listening to others' opinions, this is when I feel my most confident self. So, it might differ for you and it will differ for you. I really suggest you trying this practice because it's actually beginner friendly. It's pretty easy to do to create a better understanding of how does this work. I will tell you that first column goes for reality level. So these words basically relate to your day-to-day life. They were just on the surface level in your head, and so maybe you were able to come up with them easily. Then the second column goes for mind level. This is more of what you think about all of these words. The third one goes for feelings. How do you feel? They're still not straightforward, like, castle is not a feeling, obviously. But as we move further into the practice, we go from conscious to subconscious. The first column usually describes a key problem. Finally, the last column, the last word, is just from the depths of our subconscious and is perfectly describing the answer to our request. My personal piece of advice, use your native language. Because even if you have learned other languages and maybe you even use them more often than your native language, your subconscious is still programmed on your native language. So I think it's actually going to be easier and the result is going to be more precise if you use your native language for this kind of practice or for any kind of work with your subconscious. I'm doing this practice for the third time and I want to share my previous practices with you. So for the first time, my request was YouTube. What do I do with my YouTube channel? Because honestly, I was feeling stuck lately. I was really struggling with what to film and what to post. But then I did this practice for my YouTube channel and the last word I got was trust. It was such a relief for me because basically it reminded me that YouTube is just a creative process and I just need to listen to my inner creator in order to put out the best pieces of advice, just pour my energy into it, just enjoy the process, basically help you guys. The first thought that came to my mind is share this practice with you guys because it can bring some significant changes to your life, so I think it's worth trying. And the second time I did it was for my well-being because I was feeling mentally low. The answer I got for my well-being was frost. Such a weird word, right? But I understood it in a way that frost is for slowing down, being more mindful, more aware, listening to my body, and getting to know myself rather than trying to fix myself or, put any kind of pressure on myself. Like frost is just about slowing down, going more gentle, and this is exactly what I started to do. And so I find this really helpful and I really wanted to share it with you guys. Honestly, I can't wait to hear out from you guys. What do you think about this type of videos? Because I think about deepening more into this kind of practices and work for subconscious and sharing them with you. So if you loved it, please leave a comment. I will be really glad if you also complete this practice and share the result in the comments as well. I really hope to see you in the next video and bye!